Hi friends, MD Vegan with a raspberry chia pudding today. Chia puddings are always a hit and it is very easy, and all the ingredients that I add to the chia are different from texture, color or from flavor. Especially today is raspberry, as I said, and raspberries have a very special they have these little seeds, in the raspberry. You don't see them now, but raspberries have these little seeds, and if you blend it in a high-speed blender, for example, then you can break down the seeds and they turn into a bitter flavor. And they have this scratchy feeling in the throat, they do. So the great chefs from the TV and everywhere, from books, they would never just blend the chias, the raspberries, because of these little seeds. Then what they would do is they press it through a sieve, a micro sieve, to get the seeds out of the raspberries, and they have these nice raspberry creams then. That is a special procedure. I don't mind the seeds, I can use them, I like the seeds, but they shouldn't be broken down, because then they don't turn bitter. Only broken down they turn into bitter and scratchy. A little bit. You may not even mind or worry about it, then you don't need to care about it. But I would do it today. I want to just take that into account and use it in my recipe, this knowledge. So what I do is I press the chia seeds. But before I do it, I know chia seeds, raspberries can be a little bit sour, especially when they are frozen. Frozen raspberries, like other berries, are very inexpensive and it's pretty healthy too. They are in the freezer all over the year. You can keep them at home and have always fresh, almost fresh berries. And the science says that the nutrients that they usually measure in the produce, the scientists, they say these nutrients are even higher in frozen raspberries or other berries, because when they are harvested, the berries, the fresh berries, they go direct into the freezer, so they keep the nutrients more than the fresh ones you can buy in the shop. Well, I'm not saying that really frozen ones are better. The scientists, they tend to say that because they have this limited view of the science, and from that perspective it is better, maybe, but a holistic view would take more into account than the nutrients only. So I'm not sure that the raspberries from the freezer are actually better because they are nutrients. They don't measure, for example, the flavor, they don't measure the fibers, and all these things alone, the fiber and the flavor, they have health benefits on their own. And they're just beginning only now to explore them, the scientists. So they don't know about the health benefits of flavor and fiber. Every plant has a different flavor, has a different fiber, have different health benefits that are not included in the regular measurements of the nutrients we all know, like vitamins, minerals and so on, fat, protein and so on. So I will just be careful. I don't reject the science, but I know it's limited, so I have to make something a little bit different in my mind. I know the fresh berries are wonderful and the frozen ones are okay. I like them a lot, and they are so inexpensive, and the raspberries in the shop, the fresh, are so expensive. So the fresh ones are of course nice, but the frozen ones, I like them a lot, I have to say, I have to admit. So, and as they're a little bit sour, especially when they're frozen, I noticed, I use them together with some dates, also very healthy. I put the dates into my blender together with a little bit of water. We know that chia seed needs a lot of water, so I can take a little bit more water here. Usually for a date paste, for date mousse, I take as little as possible water to get it blended and creamy. But as I said before, chia seed needs a little bit of water to gel up. I can also have a little bit more water than usual to make it easier with the dates to blend. Blender dance. and I can use them, the dates, for almost everything. The only thing, they have a color that doesn't fit with all the recipes. They can be a little bit dark, and for some recipes I prefer the lighter color, but that's pretty much all. And there are other sweeteners that are sweeter. Agave, for example, is used oftentimes, but they are of course a lot sweeter, and for some purposes some people prefer the agave for sweetening something, but dates are healthier. Yeah, for sure. And so I put the raspberries into my bowl. I showed you the recipe before, and when they are frozen, I have to thaw them, of course, and they are in the plastic bag. And I put the plastic bag with the raspberries closed into a hot water bath, and they thaw a little bit. You can thaw them also it takes a little bit more, longer without the water bath, but it goes either way. So here I have a little special tool to make mashed potato, but it's also nice for, of course, for the raspberries. Little holes in this tool provide that it is easy to smash everything. So I just smash it to make a mousse, raspberry mousse, to break the berries down without damaging the seeds. I don't want to damage the seeds, otherwise they turn bitter, I told before. So, but that is pretty easy. And once they are mashed, the raspberries, then I will put the date mousse in. Yeah, that takes some time to mash them nicely. It is easy though. Yeah, they are just raspberries, very tender fruit, and the mashing to me seems ideal for the raspberries according to that texture, that soft and tender texture. We all know the raspberries. So this is all I need to do now. You see, this is what I have, and you can already see the little dots in there. If you can see that now, it's a little bit difficult with the camera. But now I put, here I show you the date mousse, a little runny date mousse goes into my seeds, the date mousse. Ah, it's so delicious, and it's so tasty. The raspberries get a little bit more sweetness, otherwise they would have gotten it from the sun, more sugar, but now the dates do the job. Perfect job, I tell you. It's very delicious. Raspberries and dates, they go nice together, especially the frozen raspberries. They need a little bit of help. Oops. And so now I mix it again to get it all even. So I taste it. If the sweetness is correct to my liking, yeah, looks nice. I show you again. I have to show you. This looks. What I have here. See, this is some raspberry mousse with a little bit of date. I taste it. I need some more sweetness, or is it okay? Wow, wow, that's a really warming sweetness. Fruit are usually cooling, so in winter we are careful with fruit, but the raspberries and other berries, especially with more sugar and dates, I have the feeling that's really warming. Wonderful, you have to try. So now comes the thing with the chia seeds. I have 4 teaspoons here, no, 4 tablespoons of chia seeds. That should be enough for a nice chia pudding. So I have a spoon here, and I slowly put the chia seeds into the liquid, stirring all the time. Yeah, like this. Stirring, 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 stirring. It's important to stir now because the chia seeds, they can stick together in the liquid, and then they have little lumps, and that is not nice. The chia pudding should be really, the chia seeds should be spread evenly in the liquid, and then you have a wonderful pudding. So now I wait for a while, and when I see after 10 minutes or so, I can look at it again. I can have a look and see if it's enough chia seed. This is about maybe half a liter or so of liquid, And I guess that's the right amount for 4 tablespoons of chia seed. If I notice in 10 to 15 minutes it's not liquid enough and not firm enough, I just put some more chia seeds in and stir again a little bit, and then I fill it into my glasses to serve it, if you want to. Yeah. You can also eat it from here or put some spoons in there to portion it. That's what I have now. I showed you before, and I might show you afterwards when it's firm. So I guess that was it for now. Thanks for watching, I say, and that's all I need to do now, and the rest we will see on the photos in the internet, I guess. You'll find it on Facebook and Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. I always post the big photos where the dessert here is arranged. And you can also, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe even. And if you're on YouTube, then you have another video every single day.